Well, I was drugged here. It's boring. I've never been to a wedding. I can tell you I'm not coming back.
We're already here. We might as well enjoy it.
Well, let me tell you about a wild wedding. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. It was raining hard as nails.
I have an announcement to make. There's been a delay in the wedding. There's a little problem with the rings, but Mort and Vivian have gone to take care of everything. So if you'll just wait, I know you'll enjoy the minister. He does magic ring tricks.
Great. What a consolation prize.
Thank you.
Yippee. Well, you didn't finish your story.
As I was saying, it was raining hard as nails. Thunder. We all went to communion in the little chapel in flip-flops and wet.
I'm so tired of doing my makeup. I'm kidding. Stay still. Why don't we just blow this place? Isn't there somewhere else we can go?
It's getting kind of interesting, especially that girl walked in with Estee Lauder Company on her face.
Well, whatever, but if I have to do my makeup one more time, I swear I'm going to kill the bride. It's just like, why would anyone want to get married anyways? Till death do us part. Why would you want to stay like that? Whole life. Gee, whatever.
Te conozco, pensé que eres muerto, mano.
I mean, it's just like, it's not even just that they're getting married, it's like, it's him. I mean, I don't know what is up with him. It's like, anyway.
Can you say nose job?
I was trying to tell you the other day, and you didn't listen, but it's about ritual, it's about myth. It's about all the things that are important in life.
It was a long time ago. Why don't we move on? Things are ready to change. Look at the 60s.
But the rituals are important. They somehow symbolize your inner life, everything that's happening to you.
I think that's bullshit. I can do what I want no matter what's happened to the people before me. It's going to be different every time.
Carl Jung says every person has an archetype inside of them that they relive.
Oh, marriage, what do you think? Here comes the bride.
In the Middle Ages, people put the ring on this finger because it connected to the heart.
What about the calmness of sitting, watching the sunrise or reading a book as before you fall asleep? Those things have meaning to me and they haven't been symbols.
What do you think?
Love isn't like marriage. Heavy on all that. It's dangerous, crazy, thrilling. I don't know, to live in the suburbs and cook casseroles. I don't know.
I definitely agree.
There are even times when people choose to get married because of the mythological symbolism.
Why didn't people get married on the Feast of St. Joseph?
St. Joseph was a strange man. I don't know the answer to that. But what about sisters? Sisters get married all the time, and they engage in the same rituals. Their grandmothers, their grandparents, their mothers, their great-grandparents, over and over.
Well, in the Middle Ages, if the younger sister got married before the older sister, then the older sister had to dance in the hog trough.
Somehow, there has to be an order, a progression.
Why?
A movement.
Why does there have to be an order?
I don't know. There's something in the universe that demands some kind of order.
I think you're living in a different universe then, because there's no order in mine.
Pizza. Oh, thank you. Bring it on in. There's some mighty love there.
Hey, don't I tell you? Let's get the pizza in there, son.
Hey guys,
Mom, take it.
We're gonna have to play.
And
We're civilized here.
wow, you
that is good pizza, isn't it?
Oh my God, gentle action.
Hillary and I found this ring. I want you to have it.
Thanks. It's so beautiful. Ow, it cut me. I'm bleeding.
The rose has a thorn.
You men, women are bleeding, and all you could do is make jokes. I now pronounce you husband and wife. This is the bride.
I love it when you do that, baby.
Te conozco, pensé que eres muerto, mano. Till death do we part.
A ring is a symbol, somehow, that symbolizes everything that marriage stands for. It's a symbol of a woman's femininity. It's a symbol of the power of a circle to keep us going.
I don't understand how you can make a ring into something so symbolic.
This ring connects my finger to my heart.
You always take that ring off when you make meatloaf. So when you cook dinner, not only are you cooking dinner, but you take the ring off to mix the meatloaf. How does that work into
your little quote symbolism.
Eating is as deep a ritual as marriage.
I mean, not only are you breaking your quote symbolic ritual of the ring connecting to your heart, what happens when you take that ring off?
My spirit enters the meatloaf.
Dad, the word marriage came from the Latin word maritare, which was union under the auspices of the god Aphrodite Mare. I mean, that's why, because that union took place under a goddess, that is why the Christians were opposed to that institution for such a long time. Women do not need men. Therefore, your theory that women are marrying men to get closer to God pretty much falls through the window, because here she was impregnated without a man, and she was already with God because it was he who impregnated her.
There are entire cults in Mexico that take the Virgin Mary and elevate her to the status of a goddess. Can we not trust them?
But those are a few cults in Mexico that have done that. You see, that isn't worldwide Christianity as such.
I wish that we could all agree on the idea of this. The ritual is somehow binding us together, that's somehow making us one.
You're driving me crazy. Just hold on 5 seconds or I'm going to get really pissed.
What do you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to get all of these ideas just out of your head. You're just totally been brainwashed. You've been living in this Christian mumbo-jumbo universe your whole life, and you don't know how to think any different.
Surely.
Sick.
We're getting low.
Yeah.
It gets pretty big.
It tells us that men can be selfless.
You guys, look at the camera. I want to get you on video.
Hey, I'm afraid I have some terrible news. There's been an accident. Mort and Vivian were hit by a truck, and they didn't make it. Well, Nicole survived somehow. She must have been thrown free from the wreck, so we're taking her now to be with some family.
Killed by some damn drunk from a ski doing 60 in the 30. He was drunk as a piss ant.
Should we go in there?
Yeah, I think we probably should.
And Gazikis, who having been reaching the age of bobhood, was ceremoniously in a loud voice and an outcry aloud Gazikis did. And it was at a later time that Gazikis, having been having thoughts of women, that he did happen to be upon coming a young woman upon whom Gazikis did show more than his passing interest. So in return she did reveal unto him more than her trivial fancy. So Gazikis tried some of his best pickup lines, such as, "What do you say we swap some spit, baby?" And the woman who was named Punitia did reveal even more of her interest. And Gazikis asked her, "What do you say we get hitched, oh babe o' mine?" And Punitia replied by emitting
Is this guy for real?
321-0881. Give me a ring. And Punitia replied by emitting giggling squealings which did break glass and wind for miles around. And so they were wed in a fairly tasteful wedding ceremony, and the wedding guests did bob for bud afterward. That night, as the magical moment neared, Gazikis did drop trow and waddle over to his beloved, and he did cleave unto her, and much things did go on.